Welcome to JustNayan at night. I think I want to start this sort of like pilot episode off as basically just talking about like where have I been for the past like 2 months, 3 months, whenever this comes out. Basically 3 months at this point, but it is currently. Actually, I don't know what time it is. I don't know what time it is. It is currently 12:40 a.m. February 14th, 2026, as of recording this. This whole series, like this whole thing that I'm like coming up with like right now, like as of like tonight, I want it to be, first of all, I want it to be unfiltered, unscripted, and maybe unhinged. Those are the big like three things that I want this like whole series to be about. And before you ask, why are you covering your hair with a bandana? That is currently on my list of what I have to talk about for this episode. Well, it's the last thing, but to get it out of the way, yesterday a certain someone helped me cut this to look a little bit better. I will admit it actually is pretty good. It's better than what I got from the barber. But I think this elevates the hair a little bit more, if I'm being honest. But first thing I want to do is talk about how have things changed over these past few months. Okay, from starting off where we left off, it was November 22nd, 2025, I'm pretty sure. No, not November 22nd. 16th. Yeah, I'll figure it out while I'm editing this, but it was one of those days, or nights actually, when I was just finishing up my last Vegas trip vlog, and I was just absolutely burnt out by just having to, well, first of all, during that whole trip, I wanted to enjoy it. That was one of the most like important things I wanted to do in that whole trip, was enjoy it. Second of all, I wanted to, well, vlog it, record it, put it on YouTube. Third of all, I wanted to make it entertaining. So there was like the big three things that I wanted to do with that whole like little mini series. And if I'm being honest, I think thinking about it now, I think I did it sloppier. I think I made it a bit sloppy than what it could have been. Like the Canmore vlog. I consider those vlogs, those two vlogs, like a little bit better than the Vegas trip. Mostly because I knew what I was like trying to do, instead of just uploading every second day while I was still on the trip doing everything. I want to go into that whole like trip in a separate episode. Maybe that could be episode 2 of this series. But I want the first episode to just be just rambling for now, before I go into the specifics about a lot of these. So after I finished uploading part 5, I'm pretty sure, of that series, I said I was going to take a break. I said I was going to take a break off of doing YouTube for quite a bit. I wouldn't say like too long, hopefully not too long, but I did say I was going to take a break off of YouTube for a bit, and I did. That's what I did. So for the past 2 months, I've been like, just like personally, it was the only reasons why I did that is so I could like clear my mind of like having to do this. Like, I don't hate doing this. Like, this is fun. Like, I actually do like doing this as like a side thing, and hopefully it becomes like a main thing that I have to do. But what I want this to like be, this to be like something bigger, like the creators on this platform that inspired me to actually do like content. And I can name a lot of people. Like, I'm telling you, there's a lot of people that are my inspiration for doing this. But what I want to talk about is just like why I took that break for just the sake of my sanity, I guess. I'm gonna be honest, that like whole thing of having to edit a video, upload it the next day while you're okay, hold on, let me like remember what I was trying to do. You are like recording a video, you have it set to be uploaded tomorrow. You edit that video the night after everything is recorded, like on this day. You record it this day. Okay, this is probably like weird hand gestures, but you record it this day, you upload it, you edit it here, you have it uploaded by the next day. And or you edit it on this day while you're still recording the vlog that should be uploaded the day after. Like that whole thing of just uploading every single day while editing, while I was on trip, while I was like doing stuff on the trip, it was just like the most complicated thing I probably had to do. There's people inside, there's people sleeping, that's why I'm trying to be like, not be loud, but I'm like really tired, but anyways, like that whole thing of having to like do this, do that, while at the same time, and like the amount of like problems that came up while I was doing like uploading and everything like that, like it was just like so hard. I couldn't do it, I couldn't bear it. And like towards the end, I started having a meltdown. I even made an Instagram post about how bad it was getting. But what I think I could have done, I know it would have been hard, but I could have done it. I could have just, like, each week, I could have just uploaded a video, like, each week or every other day of a new vlog. But I only, okay, I don't know how to, it's hard to explain. See, this is what I mean. I want this to be unscripted. Again, I want this all to be unscripted, just off the top of my head. So sorry if I get like a little mixed with my words. I think what I wanted to do was like have a video, edit that, have it ready for another period later, do multiple other videos, then upload them like either week, like 1 week you have a video and the next week you have a video and the week after that a video. I want to do that if I ever do a series. I don't know if I'll do it with this series. Again, you guys know my upload schedule is kind of like messy, but I think what I need to figure out is how I'm gonna crunch like a lot of like personal things with hobbies that I also like doing, like this. Hopefully this is making a lot of sense. I don't know, but yeah, okay, anyways, we're getting off topic. I wanted to save that for like its own separate video, talking about that whole trip and what happened on like behind the scenes, off camera and everything like that. I don't want to get into it right now. But after that, I took a break and I talked to like a few people how I was feeling. I did things I actually enjoy and I like, that like helped me like calm down and like be myself rather than just being like so like tired and out of it. So I'm pretty sure, yeah. I think the next thing I should talk about too is I also took that time off so I could focus on like my school, like my school life too, of course. I do have a lot going on currently. I mean, then I had a lot going on, but also currently now I also have a lot going on. It is a new semester after all, since the last upload. So I took some time off to do personal things, like focus on myself, and also, no, I'm pretty sure that's it. Yeah, just focus on myself. I think doing school stuff does factor into working on yourself, or focusing on yourself, yeah. But after I like completed like the first semester and I did everything I thought I was gonna upload in January, I definitely wanted to do this earlier instead of doing it in February. then again, and even with the new semester, it started getting a little bit more challenging to do, if that's even should be. I'm getting a little ahead of myself, but yeah, hold on, let me read my list of what I have to talk about. This isn't a script, this is just a list of what I want to write down without having to think a lot of it, and I might forget something. After I took some time off to do during the time I was taking off, I went and watched the FNAF 2, Five Nights at Freddy's 2. And I don't know if I should save this for like its own review. I don't know if I'll ever do a movie review video. I probably would eventually, but like not right now, because that requires a lot of script writing, and I haven't really written any sort of script since the Canmore vlog videos. So, I don't know. All I have to say about FNAF 2 is that it was kind of mediocre, I won't lie. Like, the first movie, I like the first movie. I thought it was pretty good. I thought the first movie was pretty good. There's definitely a lot more hype in the first movie, like the theater that my friends went to, that I almost got into. I'll talk about that another time, but like, there's definitely a lot more hype from what I've heard in the first movie, like, was playing in the theater that I go to, versus the second movie, because there wasn't really a lot of like screaming or like excitement from the crowd or anything, except for the end part. I won't lie, there were claps and cheers at the end part, which I won't spoil if you haven't seen it. But oh yeah, and like the day after, I went to the city and I went and bought some FNAF merch. Yeah, I have the Jazzerous Freddy plush over there, and I have Toy Freddy up there. I'll roll the clip. I did record some things when I was like out and about during this whole like break that I didn't know what I was gonna do with, so I came up with this so I could like show off like things that I do outside that wouldn't really make full vlogs. I just make like little like 3-minute vlogs. So yeah, just roll the clip of me going to buy FNAF merch. Okay, I just got out of a Walmart. I got Toy Freddy and Toy Chica. Don't ask why I got Toy Chica. Actually ask, because the only reason I got Toy Chica is because literally these were the only two that were there. They're the only ones there. I'm kind of glad, because I actually wanted Toy Freddy. Toy Chica is cool. I didn't plan on collecting the others. At this point, I probably should just collect Mangle and Toy Bonnie. But yeah, these guys look cool. That's all I really have to say. Wherever this is going, whatever video this is going to be a part of, I don't know what this is going to be a part of. I'm just recording. But yeah. All right, I stopped recording, but friggin', since I got these at like a different Walmart, we're going to go to Kingsway next. Should I just go to the Walmart there and just see if the other ones are there? I just might as well just like see if they're there. I don't know if they are. I'm just going to see what happens when we get there. Yeah.
I found the FNAF things, but who robbed the Rainbow Friends store?
So I think after these, I want to talk about someone that I had met like sometime during late October. Or no, I'm saying sometime like I don't remember, but I do remember, because they are pretty important to me right now. And I'm pretty sure they know who they are if they're watching this. I love you, by the way. But she is an amazing person, and I seriously cannot think of going back to being the person I was before I met her, because she is like that. She helped me like during this whole like break she helped me like during this whole break when I was like stressing out and everything. Like the day that we made it, the night that we made it official, I thought it was like the most like relief thing. I felt like all of the weight on my shoulders was just lifted off and like... Okay, sorry, we're back. As I was saying, my significant other, she pulled me out of a really like stressful part of my life. Like I was going through pretty much a lot of tough things during the break, the first half of the break, but I think it started getting good around after FNAF 2 came out, which is a little bit wild to say considering FNAF 2 wasn't really all that. But I think off the topic of that, because I'm kind of running out of storage on my phone. Afterwards, I celebrated my 17th birthday on December 14th, 2008. I just realized this isn't even playing. On December 14th, 2026, I turned 17. And I celebrated that pretty soft. I would say I celebrated soft. I didn't do too crazy things. All I did was just stay home and eat cake and celebrate with my family, and that was pretty much just it. The next thing I want to talk about was, this happened before Christmas. I'm not going to go into the topic of Christmas because there was something that happened on that day that I don't think I want to get into in this video. But, like, it was December 20th, and I was thinking to myself, I want to do something that I loved doing the most, and that was just creating. And I don't mean in a sense of like this, like creating content. I mean like building like crazy big things again. Like I used to when COVID happened. I used to just create a bunch of stuff with cardboard. I'll throw up pictures of what I made if I could find any, but if I didn't, here's an example of my most recent creation. This is a Withered Bonnie full-on head mask. It is fully wearable. I think I could wear it with the bandana. Its jaw can move. And, and the whole thing is lined with felt. Like at least the fuzz parts. The teeth are made out of big popsicle sticks. I think that was pretty cool. And the bolts are made out of like those little like silver like button-on gem thingy piece. Well, not gems, but they're like little like stick-on pieces that you put on. The eyes are red gems. That's what they are right there. And then the wires here. I plan on updating these, but these are pipe cleaners that I actually got from my school. So yeah, I plan one day on making this like a full-on like cosplay. I mean, I do have the glove here, his endoskeleton gloves here. So that's any sort of good look. And I have the chest plate over there. It's off camera, but I'll throw up a picture of it. It looks pretty cool. I think it looks pretty cool. And then after Christmas, December 27th, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I went tubing. I haven't gone tubing in a long time. I thought it was pretty fun, honestly. I did record some, like a tiny little vlog. Just play it right now. You know, like, just, it'll speak for itself when you watch the whole thing. I thought it was pretty cool.
In about 3 kilometers, turn right.
Can't even play any of this.
Absolutely, you can.
Oh my god! Ow! Things flying in the wind! We're not going backwards! Oh shoot! Oh gosh. I hate that thing. Oh wait. Oh. I know. That's fun. Oh my god. Holy, this thing just takes so fast. It took you all the way up to the top.
It's like a hidden gem.
That's pretty fun. It's been real long since I've skied. I don't know. It's been real long. Since like when I was at my old school. Ugh, it's slippery. Ooh. Almost slipped again. It's a big thing. Yeah, but I think we're gonna go to Walmart after this. Just gonna go see what we have, where you could go buy. I need to get mouthwash, definitely. Might get some new FNAF toys. I'm just chilling here with my 1 liter Gatorade. Yeah, we're gonna go Walmart after this, hopefully. That's probably it for now here.
But after that, on like, I want to say New Year's, like before or it was like a couple hours before the New Year. It was January 31st. I thought it would be a good idea to build a contraption. Now I know I get creative, but this is the first time I ever got creative, like hazardly creative. So this thing was like, I forgot what it was made of. I gotta look at the footage, but it was made out of like a Fanta can. It was a Freddy Fanta can, and it had like sparklers like attached to it from like one side to this side to this side. And it was just like this like sort of thing that you light on top, and then it like makes like a big sparkler show thingy. Oh yeah, wait, no, yeah, there was a sparkler attached to the top of it, and then one of the sparklers that were attached to like the sparkling fountain thingy, and when that hit, it made the whole thing light up. And then I made another thing that was made out of a literal firework. Like this was like an actual genuine firework. It was just literally it was just the thing. It was just the thing, and I just stuck it to like a empty McDonald's cup, and I just lit it, and it just shot up into the air, and it made like a big boom like noise. Like it lit up the sky for like a millisecond. You'll see it in the footage that I'm about to show, but it'll speak for itself. It's pretty crazy.
Oh my gosh, this is so dumb. Okay, so this is the most insane thing I've ever done, literally on the channel. Well, at least somewhat insane. I don't know what else would count as insane on this channel. But we have the little thing there with the sparklers, and then we have the big thing right there. This, with like McDonald's cup holding it up because I can't stick it into the ground. And we have a lighter. I wonder if this will even work. I wonder if my camera's even capturing any of this. Oh my god, this is gonna be so stupid. Okay. Alright, that's one. That's the little rocket. This dog better move. He's literally in the area where this is all going down. Is it capturing anything? Yeah, it is. Okay. Okay. Alright, let's see what it does when it has the sparkler thing go down. Oh wait, I just realized I forgot I strapped a thing to it. It's not just sparklers in that thing. I'm not gonna go near it. I don't even think the dog can go near it. You can see his shadow in the thing. Will it light the other ones? I think it missed the other ones. Oh wait, no, I don't think it did. I think the other ones are lighting up too. Oh my gosh, the flame's getting brighter. Oh, it lit the other ones. Okay. This is so dumb. Will it even light the little thing inside of it? I hope it lights something in there. Oh my gosh, it literally... Yo, this is insane. This is literally insane. This is not the craziest thing I've done on this channel. It's just a little sparkler thingy. That's insane. Oh my gosh, this thing's on fire. Oh my gosh, that smells bad. Uh-oh. Alright, don't worry. We're in a safe, controlled environment. Nothing here is dangerous. Well, I mean, other than the power line that's literally like right up here. But, I mean, hey, we have like a bunch of snow I could just throw on this thing. It'll like light, it'll unlight. Anything's going on there. There, I just dumped the whole thing. Oh my gosh, okay. Now we have this little thing down here. Let's see if that lights. Oh my gosh, this is so dangerous. There's literally a power pole right up there. There's a power line right up there and it's aiming towards it. This is so cooked. This is like literally number one. Don't ever do this. Oh my gosh. This is so dumb. Literally do not ever do this. This will actually end up being really dangerous. If these dogs can stay back. Oh! Yo! Okay. Get out of here. Oh my god, this is so cooked. Yo! Oh my god, literally blew up the cup. It burnt a hole through the cup. Look at that. Literally insane. Okay. I hope that doesn't cause any like fire hazard that we have to deal with in the middle of the night, but that's it.
That's the one thing about myself that I like. I do get a little bit wild sometimes. I love being unhinged. Like, that's just the purest form of me that you would probably get, is just me being unhinged. Then after New Year's, I wouldn't say, I don't want to go into the specifics of what happened like a couple weeks after the New Year, but something like happened between me and a family member that kind of like soured how I think about them now. And then like it just carried on throughout that whole week, and I tried talking to my significant other about it. I'm like trying to like find some like reassurance through her. I didn't really take into consideration that I shouldn't be too pushy towards people about certain things, because I did kind of like upset them a little bit, or not even a little bit. No, they were just upset. I'm just gonna say it out of the blue that yeah, they were upset, and I was genuinely I genuinely was upset with myself, like during that whole thing, during that whole weekend after the thing happened. But after that week ended and the new week started, I realized something about myself, is that you have to experience the bad in order for the good to be worth it. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't want to get too philosophical in this first episode. Surprisingly, I'm getting philosophical already. Yeah, but after that, everything just went. It was fine. It was fine. Don't worry. Everything's gonna be fine as long as I have God up there with me, and I have my friends, my family, my significant other. I think everything should be fine. The next thing I want to talk about is Iron Lung, Markiplier's movie. Now, from what I recall, it was like a really like surprising time to see it come to the theater, to my like theater that I go to. I don't want to say local because I don't live nearby, like where it is. It's like a 40-minute drive from where I am. But I saw it, and there was a scene at the end that like stuck with me after I watched it. I don't want to get into the specifics of it because it's not out like fully yet, but there was a part that did stick with me, and I think it had to do with Mark's acting, because seriously, that for being the director, the writer, and that like main character of the movie, Sorry, the Roku TV just turned on. But like for being the like all of like this most important like parts of the movie, and throwing like no shade to anyone else that worked on that movie. That movie was really good. I won't lie. It was better than FNAF 2. I think what I want to say about Iron Lung was that it was pretty good. I did like it. It was pretty cool. The next thing I want to talk about, this is a really funny one. This happened like a couple weeks ago. I think a week ago. I don't even know at this point, but me and a classmate of mine, we made a cookie. Not just any cookie though, we made the cookie. The cookie from Everybody Hates Chris, where they just play the clip, it'll show for itself.
Cookie?
That's right, cookie. Not cookies, cookie. A big bag with one cookie in it.
But yeah, he and I made that in our foods class. And like this was like a full-on thing. We had to get like teachers like permission to get this full thing made. We had to get the paper to put the cookie in. We had to saran wrap it, put it in the sheet. And the class after that, everyone was just digging into this like big pizza. It was like this big. It was like this big. It was like a really big cookie. But yeah, I think that was like pretty fun. That was definitely fun. It was definitely a comeuppance after that whole thing like that happened. Like the whole tough week situation that I had. I thought it was pretty good. It was like a cleanser. A palate cleanser. And the last thing I want to talk about, this haircut. This is the last thing I'm going to talk about for tonight because I have a pretty busy schedule ahead of me tomorrow when I wake up. It is currently like what? It's currently 1:24 as of me recording this right now. Yeah, I've been recording for almost an hour. But real quick before I end this off is this haircut, I got messed up. It was really bad. All I asked for was a trim and they literally just everything. You could see in the footage how bushy my hair got. Now look at how bald I am. Like, dude. The only way this could be like fixed was having my significant other go on a FaceTime call with me and like help me like trim out the front part here a little bit. And if she's watching this, no, you did a good job. Thank you. I love you, by the way. I think what elevates this more is the bandana from Spencer's that I got. This is the boys. Spencer's bandana. Shout out to them. Again, they're one of my biggest inspirations for doing this. I've been a fan since 2020. Like literally their first video they dropped on their boys channel. I was there. I was watching it on Nintendo Switch. I didn't have a phone yet. I didn't get a phone until like December of that year. But anyways, I'm getting off topic. Yeah, so the haircut, I got messed up. But I think by the time my graduation comes around, it should be back to where it was normally. So, yeah, I'm hoping that's all I have to talk about tonight. Thank you guys so much for watching this pilot episode of JustNayan at night. And I hope you all have a good night. Thank you.